We normally come to Alaska in August to target some fish. Well, this year we're after some ducks and bucks. Hey, I'm Adam Eagle, and thanks for tuning in. Yeah, we're up here in Ketchikan, Alaska with a bunch of buddies. We're going to target some sea ducks, something I've never done, and Sitka Black-tailed Deer, again, something I've never done. Pretty excited, and the next leg of our journey is hopping on the ferry and headed over to Prince of Wales Island.
So we went to Salt Lake to Seattle, Seattle to Ketchikan, and then we took a ferry from Ketchikan to Hollis, which is on Prince of Wales Island, and then another, almost 2 hours in the car. Beautiful morning. It's probably, 40 degrees out here. We're looking for black-tailed deer, Sitka black-tailed deer, I believe.
Oh my goodness, been looking forward to it, about 8 months.
My buddies and I have come up to Eagle Lodge for a self-guided duck and buck hunt. Eagle Lodge will be our home base. Prince of Wales will be our playground.
We're gonna load up the trucks, go hit some trails. They're seeing deer off of the roads, they're seeing deer up in the flats, some of the clear cut, those sorts of things. So, 2 trucks, 2 opportunities. Let's go! Let's do it!
This guy's talking about it, let's go do it.
This looks like the Sherwood Haunted Forest to me. It is dark, it is damp. Of course it rains constantly. And they call these deer ghosts. I've heard that from a lot of locals.
There's a rut going on. They're traveling a lot at night. I usually hunt first thing in the morning, but that's their siesta time. They've been traveling all night. Now, when the rut is really going, they're moving all the time.
Dan, a local here on the island, makes handcrafted deer calls out of cedar. The rainforest here is so dense that finding these deer is going to be a challenge. He gave us a few of his deer calls and pointers to get us started. Do you mind demonstrating that one for us?
The doe bleat is... Or you can do the just wavering too. I've had some. I sit down on a stump and blow the thing, especially does. They come running at me, and they'll pop out like 6 feet from me.
We've split into 2 groups, trying to cover as much country as we can.
I think you should pull the trigger.
No, you should. You're bigger.
That's true. But you're older.
You're better looking.
Okay.
The hunting opportunities for Sitka black-tailed deer on Prince of Wales can be some of the best deer hunting in Alaska. The lack of hunting pressure, the remoteness of the area, and prime habitat can all make for a great hunt.
This was shot locally here within the lodge here, actually less than a mile.
Prince of Wales Sitka deer are known to have great genetics. This buck was taken just 2 days before we arrived.
And there's some really good genetics that come off this mountain up above Whale Pass here, and I've seen probably 5, not quite this large, but I've seen 5 deer, pretty close to this.
Finding these deer in such thick surroundings is proving to be harder than we thought. That is until the second night we were headed back and Kurt got a shot right off an old logging road.
That's awesome! Oh yeah!
Prince of Wales.
Woo!
Black-tailed deer.
Look at the color.
Oh, fantastic.
Oh, it's even got a little nub. He wanted to be.
He wanted to be a 3.
I could hang a ring on that. Oh, dude.
He's cool.
Woo!
That's a long day. We saw how many deer today?
2.
2. Doe and a little buck.
And we're taking the second one home.
I like it. Just enough light too. I love it.
Backstrap and heart. It's gonna be good.
They say these are amazing to eat. I'm excited. Tagged, bagged, and
Back to the grill. Tag bag and ready for dinner.
Well, as you can see, Prince of Wales is a rainforest. It's 12 feet of rain a year, so a lot of foliage, really tough to hunt. This is one of the few overlooks we've actually happened across, and boy is it gorgeous though here. It is just beautiful, and surprisingly not that cold, pretty comfortable. We're just still out looking for some more deer.
Yep, this is plenty for what we've seen so far. So we're headed out to go set up our decoy lines. We're gonna hunt sea ducks on the ocean. Look at all these. So long-tails, some old squads. We're hunting down Harlequin. We've seen Scoter out here. We've seen barrels, golden eyes by the hundreds. We've seen hooded mergansers. Truly, there's a plethora of trophy-rich environment here. This is my heaven right here, baby. Oh. Birds that absolutely you have to come here to target. Birds that we'll never see. No, I shouldn't say never. Every once in a while you'll see a Scoter that's lost his way on the Great Salt Lake, but yeah, this is truly an opportunity to come up and hunt birds we won't ever hunt anywhere else. Do it yourself. We had to assemble the raft this morning, tied all the decoys together, got them all set up, and so we are going to go out and learn as we go. And it's really no guide. This is a do-it-yourself lodge. We went out and did ourselves on Sitka Black-tailed last night, and we're going to hunt some ducks today. If he remembers how to row.
Right.
And so we're taking the big boat out with all the decoys, all the gear. We've got a small raft to be able to take guys onto an island where it's a little more shallow.
This is one of the more sketchy things I've done in my life.
So we'll run guys out, get them set up our long line decoys, different species that we've seen out here. We want them coming up and seeing those long tails on the outskirts and hopefully get into some good action. What's this? What's this?
That is an awesome sound.
What was it?
I think it was a hen
Buffalo?
barrels.
These are birds that are out on the ocean their entire life. You know, some species of geese that live out on the big water their entire lives that you just don't get an opportunity unless you go to the coast.
Take them. They're coming back.
We have shot at some birds coming into the decoy, and they flare back around and come right back to the decoy. So that tells me they're certainly not decoy shy.
Got my hand. Yep, it's a hen though. Nate got the drake.
For the hunter from Utah, the tags and the licenses you have to buy are not particularly expensive. I mean, I think for $70, you know, you have the right to hunt Alaska. $60 for a small game stamp, and then $10 for a state waterfowl stamp.
Got a barrels, a drake and a hen coming.
Yeah!
Well, got that first and you got that second.
You guys shoot at that too? Go get yourself a barrel, Ezekiel.
I don't know if I hit it, but I shot at it. I'll get it.
Nicely done, boys. Couldn't have decoyed better.
That's a good boy. That's a good boy. Yeah. Moose. Holy cow, look how beautiful that is. So we came for Barrels Goldeneye. First Barrels Goldeneye, but Kurt, you got the first duck-buck combo.
Yeah.
Came all the way to Alaska to hunt an island in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Got the big game, got the waterfowl.
Oh, right behind you. And got another one right behind us. Woo! A lot of fun up here in Alaska. A lot of shooting, and the weather, not too bad. Nice shooting.
Okay, hold on, they might turn. Get ready.
Look at that. Gorgeous drake.
First ever. I think it might be the first ever goldeneye, let alone barrels.
You know, the waters around Prince of Wales Island and the many deltas are loaded with just all types of sea ducks, puddlers, and even a few dark geese.
Drakes.
We never saw another person hunting waterfowl. The locals here do it from time to time, we're told, but those from out of town have yet to discover it.
It's a very affordable hunt. It's a self-guided lodge, and so you can come up and spring bear hunt there. They have fantastic fishing for silvers and kings and halibut. They haven't hunted the ducks up here much, so we wanted to pursue the opportunity and see if it's a place people could come in the fall, hunt Sitka Black-tailed deer along with the sea ducks, and we're pulling it off, so I think it's going to be a great opportunity for people down the road.
The Eagle Lodge offers self-guided waterfowl, bear, and deer hunts. They have skiffs, boats, vehicles, all types of different decoys you'll need, and even this fly craft that we use to retrieve our birds. It does take a day or so to figure out the birds, but once we did, we were having a blast. Coming back.
The logistics in getting here are, you know, by far the most difficult, but again, it is a target-rich environment. So you're patient and you spend your time, you know, looking for where the birds are, and most of the waterfowlers are pretty good at doing that. They know they got to find the birds before they go hunt them. So that doesn't change just because you're in Alaska.
Eagle Lodge is located in Well Pass. There's literally miles and miles of old logging rows to hunt big game, and when you're done, you have a comfortable place to come back to, and they have an excellent menu.
This is a pork with a cranberry reduction, and we have asparagus and stuffed baked potatoes.
Lodge is great, comfortable, warm, food is second to none.
Food is out of this world. Great lunches every day they pack for us, and we literally just ate too much food. It's so good.
We came home last night to chocolate dipped strawberries and homemade banana bread.
Michelle is somebody that has worked for us, and she, bar none, can make the best food that I've seen. You know, as fancy as we want to get it. What we're trying to do is have food that will measure up to some of the more expensive lodges, but being able to do it at a price that you can afford. Just because we have something nice on the menu doesn't mean that it has to be super expensive.
We're slacking a little bit. We're letting the Twila guy get the only deer. What's up with that?
It's a shame.
I know it's a shame, but the ducks are here, and they're here thick.
Ducks are thick. I know so far we've got 3 or 4 species in the boats already, and so it's going good so far on ducks.
Someone was a little giddy when he saw the Barrel's goldeneye.
I might have giggled
A little giggle.
the entire day.
Schoolgirl. He went from down here to way up here. It was pretty fun though.
Absolutely.
Hey, neat lodge. All you have to do is bring your guns, ammo, show up. They have everything for you.
Yep, true. All the decoys, boats, just get yourself here pretty much.
Hey, I'm Adam Eagle, KSL Outdoors, reminding you out with your family, your friends. Come up to Prince of Wales Island, Eagle Lodge. Come up and do it yourself for some ducks and some bucks. We'll see you next weekend. Good night.